Hey everyone, it's Cailin. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today we have a standing workout that is going to focus on balance and stability. So we are going to be fully in standing today. Today is day 5 of the 30-day balance series. That series isn't all about standing balance work. It is about balancing strength with flexibility. So that is our focus for the 30 days. So hopefully you enjoy this standing workout today. You're not going to need any props. You may, for some of them, maybe need a wall or a counter or maybe even a chair to hold on to if balance is a struggle for you, but that's what we're going to be working on. So it's okay to fall, it's okay to wobble. That just makes you stronger. So let's go ahead and find our standing position here. And I want you to really spread through your toes, ground through your feet here. And we just want you to find a nice solid footing into your mat. So obviously that is going to be our rooting point throughout class today. So I really want you to really ground down and then grow tall through the spine. So really find your core center, reaching tall through the crown of the head. Now we're gonna rock forward and back just a little bit on the balls of the feet and then back onto the heels. And we're just finding not only a little bit mobility in the ankles, but it's just starting to find that core. Obviously you can't go too far forward, you're gonna fully fall. So your core needs to catch you, and same on the way back as well. So going forward and back. Very nice. Let's do a couple more. Forward and back. Last one. Good. Now I want you to, we're going to go side to side, but we're going to go onto the outsides of both feet first. So we're going to roll out, and then I want you to roll back, and then I want you to roll through center all the way in. And then we're going to roll out. So that's lateral, and then rolling in medial part of the foot. Good. So go external and internal. Again, just waking up the ankles, waking up the muscles in the legs. So even though we're just moving our ankles or our feet here, you can feel that already starting to move all the way up through the legs and through the hips as well. Good. And last one. Good. Now I want you to just ground down nice and strong here again. We're just going to find a circle. So you're going to go front, side, back, and other sides. We're going to find that nice circle here. Now I don't want you swaying at the hips. The hips are staying nice and steady. Really, everything is staying nice and steady except for the movement at that ankle joint. Let's do one more in this direction. And then we're going to go ahead and reverse it. Other side. Good. So hips nice and still. It helps maybe if you put your hands on your pelvis here, you'll be able to feel if your hips are kind of flexing and extending forward and back. Good, one more. And back to center. All right, so now we're gonna start some bigger movements here. All right, find all 4 corners of the feet. We're gonna keep them nice and steady. We're gonna do an alternate arm and leg lift. So let's start with one foot grounded. You'll lift the other leg up. Then your alternate arm is gonna lift up to the ceiling. And then we lower those down, and then we switch right to the other side. So maybe the arm is a little bit too much for you for balance. So if you just want to keep your hands nice and low here by your sides, go ahead and do that. And just move that single leg. That's perfectly fine. Good. Find whatever works for you for today. And just remember, your balance today sometimes feels different than your balance tomorrow. Sometimes if you're tired or maybe worked your muscles either earlier or the day before, you're going to feel a little bit different in that balance. So just see how you feel today. Good. Keep alternating here, nice and controlled. We're not moving fast. I want you to keep that nice, strong core here. Good. Beautiful. And then lower it all the way down. All right, we're going to start on that first side here. So I want you to draw that leg up to tabletop. Arms, both arms are going to come up towards the ceiling. We're going to tap the toe down to the mat and then lift it back up. So finding a longer balance and hold on that other side. So we tap and lift. This is where a chair would be helpful if you have a chair or a wall or a counter. Good. 4 more. 4. Remember, wobbling's okay. Falling's okay. 3, 2. Last one. Nice. Good. And then lower that all the way down. We're going to switch right to the other side. Other leg lifts. we tap and up. Also, hands can be here on the hips, if that's better. Good, tap and lift. Nice work. Good, tap. And then check in with your shoulders as well. Draw the shoulders down. Make sure they're not way up here by the ears. That's going to be harder for your core to work because your shoulders are part of your core. So you really want to connect them down your back towards your ribs. Good. Let's do 2 more. 2. Last one. And lift. Good. Place both feet on the mat. Hands to the hips now. And we're going to come back to that first leg. This time you're going to lift it up and you're going to place it right on the inside of the knee. Now you're not putting pressure there. It's a very light touch. And you're just going to hold that same knee position as you open and close the leg. This is going to challenge quite a bit because you're going out away from the body. Okay, so we're going to open and bring it back to center. Kind of like a clamming with the leg, right? Without shifting that pelvis, staying nice and steady. Beautiful. Open. Good. Find that focus point you can look at and balance. Good. Back to center. 3 more. 3. Last 2. And last one. Good. And then go ahead and lower that side down. Do that same thing on the other side. All right. Find that grounding. Find that core, that lift. Feel that glute working. Bring that leg up, and then we start to open and close. Good. Again, just a light touch with that foot against the knee. Maybe it's lower. Maybe the foot is down here where you can find a little bit more stability. Maybe the toes are actually touching the floor and giving you even more stability there. Lots of options for the same movement, just a little bit different. Good. Open and center. Let's do 3 more. That's it. Open and center. Last 2. Center. Last one. Nice. And bring it center. Go ahead and bring the legs all the way down. All right. So what we're going to do here, we are going to step to the side. I'm going to step to the side of my mat. We're going to do a little lateral lunge and then lift the leg up and hold it and then back out to a lateral lunge. I can show you here. You can go ahead and bring your hands to your hips for this one. You're going to take the inside leg here. You're going to step it out, bend that knee into that lateral lunge position, knees forward, core is engaged, spine is long, and then you're going to press off of it and see if you can bring it up. See, I didn't quite make it there, and balance here at the top without touching down. Obviously, if you have to touch, that's fine too. So go ahead and bring it out. Good. Press it off. Bring it in, balance. Good. Step it out into that lunge. So I don't want you to use momentum here. So really hold that lunge for a moment, and then you can use that leg to press off and lift. Good. And lift. So you're using that glute of that bent knee to pop you back up. Good. And out. That wasn't my best one. Good. Bring it back in. Good. 2 more. And in. Last one, I want you to hold it out into that lateral lunge position. Good. Just feel that nice stretch. That inner thigh, core is in. Think of keeping your chest lifted. So I don't want you way down here. Lift that heart up. Good. 1 more breath. Good. And then step it back in, back to center. And then we go ahead and switch it over to the other side. All right. So same thing. Let's see how we do on this side. Other leg is going to lift or touch down, either one. When you're ready, you bring it out, lateral lunge. Good. Bring it up. See if you can find that balance. Good. Lift. Out. Good. Nice flat back. Hinge, but chest still stays lifted. Good. Good. Bring it down. Good. Use that glute. Press off. Lift. Out. Good. Press off. Lift. Good. Little wobble. Out. Good. Bring it up. Lift. 2 more. Last one. Press it out. Hold it there. Good. Nice. Lateral. Strong lunge. Using that glute of that bent knee. Inner thigh stretch. 1 more breath. Straighten both legs. This time, keep your legs wide. We're gonna find a little wide leg forward fold before we come to our next one. So hands can come on the hips, toes are forward, edges of your feet are parallel with the mat. Then I want you to go ahead and start to hinge at the hips, sticking your bum out behind you, folding, keeping that back nice and long and flat. Maybe the fingertips can come to the floor. Maybe the hands come to the floor. And just go whatever point you can, releasing that upper body down, but still holding some nice energy in your legs. Good, let's do one more breath here. Good, go ahead and lift up into that flat back position, hands on those hips, and then bring yourself all the way back up. Good, go ahead and walk those feet back into the center. All right, we're gonna do a little variation of a curtsy lunge, a little bit different. We're gonna fold forward at the hips for this one. So we're gonna start on one side and stay on that side. So I'm gonna start with this leg first. The other leg is going to lift up, okay? Now, the goal would be to either come to the starting position here or just have your toe tapping down, and that's fine too, okay? Now, go ahead and start to bring that leg back behind you, crossing it over. We're gonna come down, tap the opposite hand down, hinging, feel that glute work in that front leg, and then you come back up, either tap it down or lift. Stay on that side. Good, bring it down. Good, and lift. Good, tap the fingers down. And this one you can fold forward at the hip so the chest will come down towards that front thigh. And if you can't make it all the way to the mat, that is okay. Good, down and lift. 3 more, you got it. Good, last 2. Good, last one. Good, lift it all the way back up. Go ahead and switch now. So we're gonna go ahead and take it. Other leg stays down. Let's go ahead and find that balance first. Good, when you're ready, bring it back. Good, hinge down at the hips, tap the fingers down, lift it back up. Good, tap down and up. Nice work. Lots of glute work in that bent knee. Front leg, good. Bring it down. So your core is nice and strong this whole time. Shoulders are back and down. Good, and lift. 2 more. Last one. Good, and all the way back up. Very nice. Good, and bring both feet down. Just shake the legs out here for just a moment. All right, we are gonna take a quick break. Go ahead and grab a sip of water, and I'll meet you right back here for the rest of this balance class. Let's come to face the end of our mats, and you're gonna actually walk towards that end. We're gonna do some lunge step backs into a warrior 3 balance pose. So again, there's going to be some modifications here with that warrior 3 position, which I'll talk through in a moment. So we're going to alternate sides here. So I'm going to start with my left foot down. And we're going to lift this right leg up into that balanced position. You can have hands on hips or down by sides. Then you're going to step it back into that lunge. You're going to tap the knee down. We're going to press into that front leg, bring it back up. Now find that lift at the top again. Now stay in this flat back position. Hinge at the hips, slight bend to that front knee as you send that right leg back behind you for that warrior 3. Now if that doesn't work, keep the toes on the floor of that back leg and just hinge down, and you can have that back leg slightly back behind you. And then you'll come back up to standing, lift that leg up. Place that right foot down, switch to the other side. Left leg lifts. Good, step it back into that lunge. Pop it up, lift that leg up. Good, we're gonna hinge forward. Balancing warrior 3 on this side. Keep those hips facing the floor or keep that left foot tapping down in the back. Good, lift back up. Place that foot down, again, switch. Good, right leg lifts. Bring it back, good, tap it down. Good, step into that leg, lift it up. Send it back to that warrior 3. Good, nice straight leg here. Good, lift it back up and down. That's it. Find that balance point here. So same thing, back into that lunge. Bring it back up. Good, send it back to that warrior position. Nice, lift it up and back down. Good, we have 2 more on each side. So I'm back to that right leg. Lift. Good, send it back. So it's not about how fast you go. It's about finding that balance and that control. Good, lift, step back. Beautiful, back up into that warrior. Good, lift back up and down. Good, 1 more set. Good, bring it back. Good, lift. Now on this one here, I want you to hold this warrior position on this first side for an additional few breaths. So see if you can hold it here. Inhale, deep breath in. Good, exhale. Good, another inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good, exhale. Good, bring it back up. Place that foot down, just 1 more on the other side. Step that left leg back. Bring it up, lift it. Good, into that warrior position. Hold it there. Good, nice long line from the crown of your head all the way to that back leg. Last one. Good, lift it all the way back up. Leg lifts, and then we place it all the way down. Nice job. All right, those were hard. Let's go ahead and come into some calf raises. We're gonna bring our heels together. Toes are gonna be slightly apart for this one. Hands can be right here on the hips again. Shoulders down. Actually, I'm gonna bring my arms just down by my sides. Roll the shoulders back and down. Now, engage your glutes. Squeeze them a little bit. Feel that back line of the body start to fire up, and then pull in and up with your core. And then you're gonna lift onto the balls of the feet as you lift those heels, squeezing them together. Good, and then lower the heels down. Good, and continue that. We lift, nice, and lower. You got it. I'm gonna adjust my feet a little bit. I want you to make sure that you're still pressing into those big toes, not rolling out onto the sides or pinky side of the feet. Good, lift up, which is really easy to do. Rolling out onto the sides. Good, and lower. Good, lift. Good, and lower again. This is where if you need a little extra balance support, please go ahead and take that if you need it. We're gonna do 3 more here. You should really start feeling those calves. 3. Last 2. And last one, heels lift, squeezing. Beautiful, and lower, lower all the way down. All right, we're gonna stay in this slightly turned out position. I'm gonna step forward just a little bit, so we're gonna kick this leg back behind us, the other leg. So one leg is gonna step forward. You're gonna slightly bend into that knee. All right, and then you're gonna take yourself forward at the hips, hinging. Take this back leg back behind you with a straight leg. You're gonna point through that toe, exhale, you rotate, and start to lift and lower, just like that. Good, so actually maybe I should face this side, that way you can see my alignment a little bit better. If you're good, you just keep moving. The leg is not gonna lift as high as Warrior 3, because we're not hinging forward any more than we are when we start. We're gonna be holding that nice position. Lots of good balance work in that front leg. Lots of glute work as well in that back leg. Good, let's do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, other side. All right, turned out position with that front leg, slight bend to that knee. Turned out position with the back leg. And then we lift and lower, hinging here. Staying at that diagonal. Good. And lift. Good, we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it all the way back up to standing. Beautiful job. All right. Nice work here. We are going to do some little bit of stretching of those legs, those glutes. I want you to, we're going to find a lunge stretch first. We're going to come back to that lunge position. And I want you to step one leg back, but this time you're going to come a little farther down into that lunge, taking your fingertips to the floor, and maybe if you want to, you can take your knee to the floor as well. That is completely fine if that works better for you. So I want you to pull your core in and up away from that front thigh. Feel that stretch in the front of that right hip flexor. You should feel that quite a bit here. Shoulders are down and back, heart is proud. Good, we have one more breath here. Good, step that back leg forward, and then the other leg comes back, that left leg. Find that same lunge here. You probably feel a nice stretch in the glute of that bent knee as well. I'm feeling that there for sure. Good, again, shoulders back and down, core is nice and lifted. Again, okay to drop that back knee if you need to. Good, one more breath. Nice, now step forward with that back leg. Come into a standing forward fold where the top of the head is now reaching towards the floor. If you need to, or if you can, bring your fingertips to the floor. Otherwise, just keep your fingers lifted off the mat, legs are straight. Let the neck release, maybe shake the head a little bit to release any tension in the neck and the shoulders. And then start to bend one knee and then the other. So this is not a fast movement. This is just a nice slow stretch. So as you alternate, you'll feel that straight leg, that hip, the back of that leg just gets a little bit more opening. Good. Really nice stretch. One of my favorites. Good. One more. Good. And then go ahead and straighten both legs. And then we're going to start to slowly roll ourselves back up to a standing position. Good, so lifting all the way up, beautiful. We're gonna do a little pyramid stretch now. So go ahead and still face the end of the mat. This time we're gonna separate the feet. One foot's gonna be in front of the other, not too wide or not too far apart, but they're gonna be on railroad tracks. So make sure you don't have your back leg straight behind your front leg. All right, hands on the hips. We're gonna start to hinge forward here. And you're gonna feel that stretch even more along the back of that front leg. So you can either keep the hands on the hips, or if the fingertips can touch the floor, you can go ahead and do that. I want you to think of pulling your left hip back in space. As you do that, that right hip should come forward a little bit more. That's gonna give a deeper stretch into that hamstring. Good, one more breath here. And hands back on the hips, nice flat back here. Bring it all the way back up, and then we're just switch it to the other side. All right, so that back leg can be slightly, or that back foot can be slightly turned out. Hands on the hips, we hinge forward. Same thing. If you can get those fingers down, great. If not, no worries. Pulling that right hip back, letting the top of the head release. And your neck as well. Good, one more breath here. Good, find that flat back position, hinge it all the way back up. All right, last stretch is gonna be just a quick quad stretch. So find something to hold on to if you need to. Otherwise, keep one foot down. We're gonna go ahead and lift the other leg up behind us, grab onto that foot. Now, make sure you've got your knees together if that's possible. That's gonna make it more challenging for sure, and that you're engaging your glutes and the hips are pressed forward so that you're not sticking your bum out back behind you. Good. So here is that flexibility piece Right, obviously after every workout, we want to make sure we are giving our muscles some love, stretching them. That way they stay mobile and healthy. Okay, go ahead and release that down. We're going to go ahead and switch it to the other side. Of course, we got some stretches in there in the middle of our workout as well. So that's part of that balance, between that strength and that flexibility in this balance series. Good, deep breath in. Good, exhale again, lift the belly, engage the glutes, and then release that leg all the way down. Good, shake it out. Nice work, everybody, good job. If you are loving this series, I would love to hear in the comments below. If you're interested in checking out any more of my videos today, I'm going to link to here one that I think would be great for you. And the most recent upload before this one is going to be down here too. So thank you for being here, whether or not you are part of this series or not, or just wanted a fun, challenging balance workout today. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.